You know, this may be a shock, but by gum, that Toby Fox fella's done it again. Wow, I cannot believe the Deltarune was good again. It's a series of games that has continued to be excellent. I've loved every single chapter. Like, it's consistent masterpieces, and chapter 5 was good. Wow, who could have seen it coming? The chapter 5 was good. It was so good. Like, the really good thing about Toby Fox's games, Undertale and Deltarune, is there's so much polish and creativity in every single second. You're always seeing something new, and it's always amazing. Like it's like, oh, I'm gonna spoil the shit out of chapter 5 now. Like, oh, cool, we're just in the middle of this. We're going to switch to we are now a 2D platformer. That's fun. That's cool. Where'd that come from? Oh, great. Now we have a fucking anime cutscene. Like, after all of the like predictions over the past years about what chapter 5 would be, I gotta say, no one, and this is admittedly a failure on the fan base, but no one figured that it would be about stopping a flower from fucking Chris's dad. Like, oh, we gotta break these fuckers up. But yeah, it was so good. Like, I adored the flower characters. Just all around really fun set of characters, the like living flowers, especially Aqua. Aqua and Seth are the best. I just like little murder child, apparently, which, they're basically Kara, or at least like the fandom version, because the actual character is much more complex and stuff. But just like, yeah, I like killing and murder and stuff. That's fun. And Seth, the beleaguered, like thinks he's smarter and keeps blowing up in his face. And they did friend in me. We got a Woody, and he tries to kill himself after you trick him into thinking he stole flowers. And you gotta stop him from killing himself. He was fun, and blue was fun. And I liked green and orange. It was just a great game with a cool. Admittedly, the boss was kind of tough. Like, it kicked the shit out of me, that boss. I lost multiple times. Like, it took me a few tries, and maybe this is just me being shitty at video games, to really get down, like, how the timing works for, like, the, like, smash through and, like, hit things in the fight against Flowery. But it was alright. I will say, it was a really good chapter. I don't know if it felt like enough of this is building and getting better every chapter, like we've been hoping to have in the series so far. Like, because chapter 3 ends with such a big, like, escalation of stakes, and nothing is the same anymore. And then chapter 4 is just, holy shit, that ending. Chapter 5 ends in a way kind of comparable to chapters wait, hold on. Is this a new route? When does the route officially switch? This is Route 36, and this is still Route 36. Like, the ending of the chapter feels a lot more in line. Okay, 37. You have to go past the Sudowoodo, so I don't think you can catch the Sudowoodo. Well, I mean, you could have skipped the earlier one. Um, oh my. Oh, son of a bitch. I forgot to get the flower bottle. Like, the ending is just like, this is the fight against the chapter boss, and it's a cool fight, and there's some nice character moments, and like the final phase where it's like you're charging anime style while he's powered up by the souls. I do like, just first off, the idea of making it just like anti-Flowey. Like, it's Flowery the flower, who's like Flowey but anime twink, and like has the souls powering him, but aren't going to betray him. They're going to power him up through the power of friendship and stuff. It's just an all-around brilliant idea that no one predicted, but it's why did I run back without getting the goddamn flowers? I'm like, I'd be bad at Deltarune because I can't solve flower puzzles and watering, and that's in chapter 5. But like, yeah, it's such a good. No one saw that coming, or at least I saw no one have it coming, despite it being so obvious in hindsight that the Seven Flowers are going to come alive, and they're going to be the human souls from the Omega Flow we fight, and they're going to like copy his attacks. Like, of course, that's what's going to happen. That's brilliant. What are you gonna be? Pokemon I can't catch, but I can run from. Thank you for the berry pots. Um, but I do think my only fault is that the ending, it's like, it again ends with the Roaring Knight showing up and kidnapping someone, which is how Chapter 3 ended. So it's less impactful because we've seen this before, you know? And now your dad's gone right as he's about to help you. I think I was thinking like this would be the chapter where everything changes and nothing is the same anymore, and then the last two chapters are dealing with the fallout. But it looks like that's going to be the ending of chapter 6 is where everything goes bad. And I don't know if we learned a lot in this chapter. Like, it gave a lot more details on Asgore, which it was already implied. We saw more Chris being untrustworthy and like opening fountains. Honestly, the best character who got elaboration on was Rousey, who was just great in this chapter, letting Rousey get mad at this fucking asshole and stand up for himself and like show emotions. Rousey was great in this chapter. And just like we get a scene of him praying and wanting things to be different. And like we don't know exactly what the prophecy is, but it's horrible and he's terrified of it. And Rousey's a great character. It's just that I was waiting for the big ending stunning moment where everything is different now. And instead we get Asgore gets kidnapped and we get a really nice moment where take Susie home, take to her house. No, not there. Take her to the school so she can go to the dark world and stay with the people who care about her, Lancer and Queen and Rousey. And this is bad. These are some strong Pokemon. Let me paralyze you because you're very strong and switch. What's your ability? You're a sacrifice. Okay. Sacrifice is still alive. So, roll out. Was hoping that you would die, Sacrifice, so that I could get a free switch in. But if you do, I don't want to lose my starter, so I'm going to heal. And then my Sacrifice is going to roll out, and the Sacrifice killed the Gengar. That is a super strong Sacrifice. You are an amazing Sacrifice. You will get a very good place in the box. Boomerang does more than bite, right? Because that's 2 times 50, yeah. You know what? You're going to get a good place in the box and be beloved. Bidoof, who I sacrificed, and also Wooper, who I sacrificed. Okay, the Jessicas are dead. The Jessicas are dead. I'm going to go back and heal. That was a tough fight. But I lost my train of thought because I was busy having Pokemon die. What do you want, Mom? You stole my money? Fuck you. I'm taking it now. Yeah, give it. Not even the Choice Scarf, which is the only good item you get from that. Well, the berries are okay, but... No, don't talk to me, you strange man, Prima. But yeah, it was a really good chapter with some great character development. It's just, I was hoping for the bigger impact. Asgore was excellent in this chapter as like another one of the main characters expanding on, and I really like it's making it. This is nothing new. This has been Asgore's characterization since Undertale in 2015, but it's just really crystallizing it and hammering in what the problem with this guy is. The problem with Asgore is that he wants to fix things, that he needs to fix things, that he ruined his relationships, and he ruined his relationships by not treating people well, but he wants to fix it by this big act of devotion and killing people. Like, his wife is a pacifist, but he wants to, murder people to make her love him again. Something that I'm sure will go great for him. That's the key to wooing Toriel, is just fucking kill someone. But, like, yeah, I do really like the scene where he's expanding on his motives and says, if I can just kill this person, if I can just kill the person who made the fountain, who was Chris, by the way, but Asgore doesn't know that, then everything's gonna be right, and they're gonna love me again, and I'll get my family back. Nah, man. Nah, you can't kill someone into making your wife forgive you for being an asshole, okay? I've never used a Drapion before in a Pokemon game. Maybe that'd be interesting. What am I gonna name you, though? But he's such a great tragic character with these consistent flaws that he wants the big thing he can do to fix things. He wants to get the human souls and free his people so he can avenge his children, which is what he wants in Undertale. But that just pushes Toriel away because she doesn't like it when he murders a bunch of kids for obvious reasons, you know? And in this, he's like, I neglected my family and they were pushed away by my own self-hatred over Dess's disappearance slash death, whatever happened to her. It's not super clear at this point. But you see, if I can just catch her, kill her, then my wife will no longer still be mad that I pushed her away due to my self-loathing and obsession with the case that I was trying to solve. You know, if I can just solve this case I abandoned my family for, then my family will love me again. And no. And at least, you know, Asgore's a piece of shit, and he gets dunked on rightfully a lot. I do like he gets thrown a bone of like, in the end, he like stands up to Flowery and like saves Chris because he does love his family. He's not a complete asshole. He loves his kid. He's just a jackass who's constantly making the wrong decision. Like Asgore saving Chris and be standing up to Flowery, that's good character. And he immediately get captured as soon as he character development. So oop, I skipped this trailer. So yeah, guess you're not gonna be helping anyone, Asgore. But then again, you saving everyone isn't really something you ever could have done. And also, great stuff. Great, like, Noelle and Suja are a cute couple. I think they might be the best couple that Toby Fox has ever written. Not gonna lie, they're great together. They're very sweet. And Chris third wheels so hard for them. And then I'm not sure why exactly. A lot of Chris is ambiguous, but is it like get sick of being on this third wheel, so you open a fountain, or do you have other motives? What's Chris up to? What are they doing? Okay, no, I don't have Wi-Fi, but I got an Eevee, which is actually a Stunky. Like, look at this cute kitten. That is a skunk, man. This is not a cute kitten. This is a skunk. But yeah, I adored Chapter 5. It was great. I wanted to be hit more, and it's not as good as Chapter 4. I think if I'm going to rate the chapters, it would be 4, 2, 3, 5, 1. Maybe swap around chapters 3 and 5. It was a really fun chapter. It's maybe the best like dark world design place to explore. It's just all around excellent puzzles. What was that Stunky's ability, by the way? Is it anything good? Runaway is useless, so you're going in the bad box for bad Pokemon who are bad. And now that I have a Water Stone and Surf, I can get a Starmie, and that will be a useful team member. Oh yeah, I love Deltarune Chapter 5. And I need to, because I didn't find all the pink dollars to, I assume it's a Mad Mew Mew fight, or maybe, because we see the Mew Mew action figure. I'm not sure if it's going to be like the Mad Dummy Ghost possessing it, or if it's going to be like the actual doll who has a different personality. But I'll need to look up that. And also, I didn't end up saving Tenma in the last chapter because I didn't know you needed to recruit everyone to have Tenna not die, because you know that isn't how it worked with anyone else. That was a big shock. I don't know. There's probably stuff with him at the castle, and I think I heard someone say there was stuff with him and Mettaton at the fair. And you know what? Those two would be good together. I hope they get some fun stuff in. And now I've got Starmie, which has no good moves except Surf because Stone evolutions don't get jack shit. Game Freak hates them for some reason. Should we do another encounter? How long have we been going? 15 minutes. I'll do one more encounter, then I'll do general business. And, oh, right, we got the rival fight. That'll end up being what we end with. Not you, I already caught you. Ugh, whatever. I'll catch you with a lure ball. Ealing Maze, who we did enough comments that we're going to some bottom of the barrel with FSB. Let me pull up those comments for my comments. On the This is one of the stupidest videos I've ever made. So I made a video called I Hate Team America World Police, a painfully deep dive, and then I realized it would be funny if I made a video with the same thumbnail style and a title called I Hate the Marianas Trench, a painfully deep dive. And it's like just 30 minutes of me screaming, it's too fucking deep! This thing, the Marianas Trench fucking sucks! Like, it is way too deep. It's a painfully deep ocean. Like, bit of ocean. The Marianas Trench is painfully deep because, you know, it's so far underwater. But yeah, that's that comment. Cloud9, really? What is, do you change of, inner focus is lame, but it's not useless, I guess. Anyway, let's go fight Rival 3. Not you, you're not Rival 3. You're not Rival. Go away so I can fight my rival. And also, these people are blind. You can see them through the floorboards, my dude, or my non-binary pal. Because I mean, you know what I'm talking about. But whatever. The ending of this video was beautiful, not the epilogue. The poet part about the twinkling of life. Yeah, that is. No, that was stupid. In hindsight, that's like just me being faux deep. Vid is so good actually forced me to open my eyes that Agnes is sadly, or truly rotten to the core, just bricked up as fuck when it comes to being ordered around. He ain't genuine. There's some glimpses of him having actual love for Aradia. Yeah, actually, I do really like the scene where it's probably the most wholesome, for lack of a better term, Equius scene where after Aradia's death he like cries because she didn't say goodbye. Like, Arati. No, he's such a creepy fucking rapist loser. But he did care for her, but he's such a creepy rapist loser. Fuck Equius. Dark Jade's smile reflected in Dave's you mean glasses. Glasses making him look like his eyes are closed is just so beautiful to me. Yeah, that panel always, it's like right before she throws the mayor into lava or tries to. That panel always looks so awkward to me with like the smile reflected in the glasses. I don't know, it never looked good to me. And Frosty Snow, Napan and Roxy both share the rogue thing of no one knows or understand what's in their heads, or they're not capable. Everyone assumes they're NPCs and not folks with thoughts, emotions, and changes. T, Roxy, and both epilogues. Yeah, Roxy in the epilogues, I'm not saying deserves better, as in I think they're badly written. I think Roxy is a great character in the epilogues as like someone who is mistreated by other people and like constantly demeaned and treated like an NPC without thoughts by their loved ones. Like the common thread in the how is that baby intimidating? The common thread in the epilogues is that neither Dirk nor John, our two protagonists, treat Roxy like a human being, and that's kind of sad. Roxy, poor Roxy. It sucks to be Roxy. Honestly, though, like the epilogues, like this isn't a bit. The epilogues have kind of changed. Like I constantly think back to Roxy's scene at the end of the Homestuck epilogues candy. Like it's genuinely a mantra I have when I'm making life decisions. Like there's not a right path to your life. There's not just one way to be me. I think about that constantly. It's like a life-changing message from the Homestuck epilogues. Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye, Suicune. I'll kill you later. Like, so thank you, Roxy Lalonde, for giving me something that I think about constantly, that I think is beautiful. Yeah. Also, the amazing my mic. The amazing digital circus, amazingly digital ended, and it was a really good, amazing digital ending. I enjoyed the Amazing Digital Circus's amazing digital ending. It was pretty good. Is what I have to say about that, but I can't go fully in because I spend so much time talking about how much I love Deltarune. Deltarune is great, and I loved it, and blah da da da. And next time we're gonna fight Rick and Morty. Rick and also Morty. Which one are we fighting? This season of Rick and Morty has been just kind of eh. Like, it's individual episodes have been fine, but I think there's been a lot of misses this season. It's just been kind of underwhelming overall. Damn, Deltarune's so good though. Like, I have not done it enough credit in talking about how goddamn good Deltarune is. It's a masterpiece. I wish I was as good as the writer as Toby Fox.